Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your mid-month check-in. This is your general and love life check-in for mid-November. I realize we're already towards the end of November, but let's just take it from here on out. November, today's the 21st. Let's just say November 15th through the 30th. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Normally, I do your monthly as your general and love life check-in. This time, your monthly reading was solely focused on love. So if you haven't caught that yet, I will link it up here, but I will also link it at the end of the video in case you don't want to jump to that right now. So this flew out, Archangel Raphael. I feel as though some of you need to heal your heart chakra and also the door to value. So you may be feeling some sort of pain, disappointment, sadness. You may feel as though your heart is breaking over a situation at work. When the door to value comes out, and it came out sideways, kind of in reverse, and with the Archangel Raphael needing to heal and clear and balance your heart chakra, I feel as though that stems from some sort of painful situation, heartache. Some of you may be having some some difficulties in, business arena. Others I feel you may be having, if you didn't lose your job, you may be having issues within the work environment. I feel that you're also getting some messages from Spirit that door is opening for you. So you really need to pay attention to your intuition, whatever your mind's eye is telling you, also whatever your dreams are telling you. So if you are having a rough time within business or in your work environment, know that blossoming abundance is in your future. So you may have to stay the course with whatever it is that's going on, that's making you feel imbalanced, making you feel like things are not working out, things have not been profitable, things are just falling apart. I do see a positive outcome. It's the number 3, and I want to say 3 months. So within the next 3 months, things will start shifting and changing. Some of you just need to be a little bit more patient to stay the course. Now, I hadn't started your reading yet, but the cards were jumping as it was. I have put off doing your reading. This is going to be a really, I guess, a bit of a lengthy intro. Earlier this week, I really wanted to record your mid-month reading. However, as I was tapping into Aquarius energy, I was really feeling so much frustration. And I mean, the best way I can describe it is by saying mixed emotions. 1 minute you are feeling, angry, sad, disappointment, crying for no reason. I just felt like there was so much heartache all over the place. You felt maybe a little anxious at one moment, like what's next? Am I having a bad day? I really felt it across the board for most Aquariuses. So apply it to your situation if it's something in the home or if it's something in business, at work, in your personal life, your relationship. I also felt you weren't expressing yourself the way you should be. There's some form of anxiety here that's keeping you in this type of energy, whether you're afraid of failing or you're afraid of something failing. Like you start a new business, you branch out, you're doing something, you buy a new home, you start a new relationship, you leave one relationship to go to the next. It's those kinds of things where you start almost second guessing yourself, but don't. I feel that there's so many mixed emotions for so many different things going on at one time. It's almost as though you need a moment to really sort out those different emotions and different energies, because I feel that they don't all belong together. Imagine, if you will, a big plate at a buffet. emotions. You know, you go to a buffet and you can have a little bit of everything. You know, you want Chinese, you want Italian, you want, you know, Mexican, whatever. You got a slice of pizza, you got spaghetti, and you got a taco, right? Whatever it might be. In this case, I feel as though there's a little bit of anger, there's a little bit of disappointment, there's a little bit of frustration, there's a little bit of sadness, and they don't all belong together on one plate, you know? It may be for different areas of your life, and they kind of overlap, which makes it all so much more overwhelming. So hit the thumbs up, you guys, or leave me a purple heart in the comments if this resonates with you guys, a purple and a blue heart. Because it really, you guys, I'm not even exaggerating. I really felt I needed a few days to kind of sit in that energy and really look deeper into why Aquarius is feeling that way. There's, you know, fear-based energies. There's, you know, anger. There's resentment. There's that feeling of being tested. Like, why is the universe testing me? And then there's like anger to go with it. And it's hard because it clouds your judgment instead of saying, okay, what's the lesson here? Let me learn it and let's clear the plate. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. And you start feeling a little bit more balanced. But I do feel that whatever area of your life that you've been feeling that way, it's all going to start to calm down little by little. I feel that there are some things in the background that you are not aware of that will be changing it. And so before you make any rash decisions, just stay the course. That was the energy that I was feeling. So if you sat through all of that, thank you guys so much. If you're new to me, welcome. I absolutely appreciate you guys stopping by. Please hit the thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please double tap that bell so that you get notified of all the readings that I put out there. Your 2020 yearly forecast and your December readings are coming out next week. And so, yeah, see, some of you guys are feeling hostile. It's that fighting energy of why isn't anybody doing anything about this? And so with that comes a lot of crazy energies. You guys are really, I mean, this is going to be one, I don't want to say crazy, you know, but this is going to be a very interesting and eventful reading because I can, you know, it took me a few days to kind of calm those energies down because I know the difference of when I'm feeling someone else's energies as a collective as opposed to what's going on in my life. And although, you know, trying to get everything settled in at my new place is one thing, I knew that what I was feeling was Aquarius and I had to give it some time. So here we are. Hopefully you guys have gotten through one of the hardest moments. If not, I feel that as some of you are at that brink of wanting to jump ship, wanting to abandon whatever this situation is. You have your little voice in the back of your head saying don't do it, but a part of your impulsive nature is wanting you to do it because you're just at the point of throwing your hands up saying fuck this shit, right? So anyway, Aquarius, let's get to it. I'm going to do your general overall energy. I'm going to use the energy oracle cards and then I'll clarify and we'll do singles and couples love life reading. And we'll see what other oracle messages I need to pull for you guys. I did clear a lot of decks and I meditated on you guys because I feel, honestly, this is going to be one very detailed reading for Aquarius. So I will try to timestamp below for those of you not wanting to deal with those types of, you know, energies that I said I was, you know, channeling for some of you. You know, if you just want to jump ahead to your love life, I will timestamp below. I will try to get around to it. So here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Signs for your general overall energies in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for your love life. This is for November 15th through the 30th. You know, give or take a few days. This may linger on into the next month. Remember that this is a general reading and not all messages will resonate with everyone. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Never force the message to apply. Oh, one more thing I also wanted to mention, Aquarius. Not only am I thankful for all of my Aquarius subscribers and those that stop by, thank you so much. I did want to give thanks and appreciation, but I also wanted to let you know that after I meditated on your energies and cleared my decks, I lit my candles. And I feel that I still had a lot of your energy within me when I lit those candles, because there were sparks. And let me tell you, imagine the way fireworks shoot out and trickle down. That nice, beautiful, bright orange candle next to my Archangel Michael candle. One of the wicks sparked. The next one literally had black ash fly out. So I know that all these different layers of what you're feeling is being purged. Okay? You're releasing. It may be painful, but you're releasing. This one gave me a little fireworks show as well. Have not had that type of reaction with any other sign. So, Aquarius, listen to some meditation videos on YouTube. Go out for a walk. Connect with nature. Get yourself grounded. Take a few mental health days off of work. And I'm sure that a lot of what I said resonated, and you're stuck in this sort of indecision. Like, what do I do from here on out? Do I stay the course or do I keep it moving? And what did I tell you? Anxiety. This is why I shuffle on camera. You guys saw me shuffling, right? No wonder you guys are feeling so much anxiety. Wow. Holy F. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm really preparing myself for my New Year's resolution of not cussing as much, but unfortunately, I might just break that right away. So, Aquarius, what is up? Indecision, anxiety, deceit, and walking away. Wow, this is a very tough combination. You do have 2 9s though. You have an 8, a 9, look at that, a 7, and another 9, which tells me that most definitely this will all be coming to an end sooner than you think. Sometimes we see things in terms of the big picture and the long haul, the long road. There are things or situations that you've been presented with. This is going to happen for the next year, for the next 5 years. This is, the company's 5-year plan, and strange energies. You guys, Aquarius, there's a small chunk of your video that disappeared. In the middle of that long intro, everything just shut off, rebooted itself, and there was no recording. I panicked a little, and then I said, well, do I stay the course? Do I finish this part of the reading and start over again? And then all of a sudden there was the video. Very strange occurrence, very strange phenomenon. I can't explain it. We are still in the Mercury retrograde shadow period. However, it just blew me away for a minute. That just further confirms to me all these energies that I've been feeling for Aquarius lately. Not that you have erratic behavior, but there's a lot of erratic energies around you that make you feel a bit frazzled, overwhelmed, drained. Hopefully when I finish recording this part of the video, the first part is still there. So it cut off in the part where I had spoken to you about the energy oracle cards for the month, for the mid-month, and how you may be feeling as though there's some deceptive energies in the business front, in your workplace, your environment. I feel that although you've been in some form of indecision, wondering if you should walk away or not, if you should stay the course, I feel as though you more or less have already figured out what you need to do. In terms of why justify continuing the anxiety. If walking away is what you need to do, you're going to do it. And as I was speaking of this, and, you know, I mentioned how those of you that may be feeling this energy in your work environment, where the company may be coming to you and giving you guys an idea of what the 5-year plan for the company looks like, and you're just not buying it. Some of you have heard some sort of, you know, management rumor change or business changes, like selling the company, things like that. I feel like you just don't believe it. Not knowing what the future holds in this scenario, in this situation, is also what's causing anxiety here. So I was shuffling to get some clarifiers because I had already started to do that. And you got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So again, when I see these two together, when we're talking in terms of business, you feel as though maybe you have management giving you some sort of information, a directive, a presentation, but then you feel as though that the minute that you walk away with this new sense of what the future holds in this company, in your workplace, whatever it may be, you feel as though there's some sort of deceptive energy where they maybe turn their backs on you and celebrate their own victory, leaving you guys kind of out of sorts, clueless of what's really going on behind the curtain, right? Very Wizard of Oz style. Now, if this is in a relationship, if you either got involved with someone at work or it was someone that you kind of took under your wing, you were looking out for, you felt as though, you know, you can really help teach something to someone, or this was you, someone that took you under their wing to really teach someone something. If it went from work to getting involved with each other, there's also kind of a little bit of drama there is what I'm feeling, in terms of people not necessarily being okay or kosher with the way things are. There's a lot that is hidden here from either you, or you are the one hiding something important or important information, you know, from the other person. So those flew out while I was shuffling. And then, of course, everything kind of shut off. I had to take a little break and try to figure out what was going on. Why did I lose that, you know, that footage, the beginning of the recording? And then all of a sudden it's there. It pops up. So I hope that when I finish recording this part, I hope that it's still there. So while I was still trying to read your energy, I decided I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Talking to Heaven, because I really feel that this is an important message for someone, for everything to just shut off, disappear, and then come back to life. Really reminds me of, you know, almost as though when someone's on that brink of death, brink of an end, of, you know, bringing something back to life, of resurfacing, whether it's a job opportunity, a business, you know, opportunity, or a friendship, relationship, family situation resurfacing. In any case, I felt that this was from, you know, spirits, guides, whether it was someone that may have passed in your life that can be like your spirit guide, or just, you know, a spirit guide or guardian angel for some of you as a whole. So I pulled out a deck that I haven't used in a really long time. The Angel Tarot deck. I think it's been like more than a year. But there was something that called to me that made me feel to pull it. And I don't usually use this deck in my YouTube readings unless I feel that there is someone on the other side who is trying to communicate. And I really felt that when, you know, everything shut off. And then I felt like they were like, ha, tricked you. And so then I said, okay, thanks. Let's pull this deck out and see what you have to say to my Aquarius friends here. So here we go. Let me make room for this. I am going to pull a few cards and then I will clarify. I just really feel the need to pull these. So, Spirit guides and guardian angels of my Aquarius friends, what is it that you need to communicate? What have you been trying to communicate? I feel that for some of you, you have been getting the signs. You have been getting these messages. You haven't been open enough to receive it. Others of you know, and this will be confirmation. And don't have anxiety about it. Don't cry. But take it as a warm hug from someone on the other side. Okay, so here we go. Spirit guides and guardian angels of my Aquarius friends, what message do you have for them? What do they need to know? What are you trying to communicate to them, please? Aquarius, you are never alone. So some of you going through this indecision, feeling that you can't speak to anyone about it, are feeling anxious, almost as though there's no one there for you, that you can't speak to people, you can't, whatever, you feel like nobody can relate to whatever it is that you need to talk about. You almost feel as though if you do reach out to those that are close to you or whomever, it may be maybe someone that you normally go to for certain things, you feel as though they'll dismiss you, they won't believe you, you know, they might make you feel bad, and you know, it causes even more anxiety. And then you start wondering if, you know, if you're just causing this for yourself. And I'll tell you one thing, Aquarius, some of you guys do put yourself through this. Not all of you, but some of you do, because you overthink a situation and then you cause your own anxiety. So, you know, pump your brakes, Aquarius. Let me pull a few more, as many as I need to, because I feel that there are more messages here from your guardian angels and spirit guides. It is beautiful where I am. So for those of you that are going through some sort of anxiety, who wish that that person that you used to lean on when they were around, when you miss them, you think about them, when you're stressed out, feeling anxious, and you're just like, I wish I had, fill in the blank, whoever that person may be. I wish I had this person here with me so that I can talk to them. They were the only one that can relate to me. They were the only one that listened, you know, as a friend, as a family member, as a partner, you know, understood me no matter what, never judged me. You may feel a little anger and resentment, like you may have lost this person way too soon. If that is the case, know that it is beautiful where they are. And you are never alone. They are always with you. With that being said, don't be afraid to talk out loud. Don't be afraid to go for a walk. Call for them. Let them know that you're thinking of them, that you need them, that you need to talk to them. I have a new understanding. I feel two more cards coming. I feel that that what they're trying to tell you is that you are overburdening yourself with certain situations, that at the end of the day, you've given too much power over your emotional and mental well-being. And if you can see things and feel things where they are and how they are, you would also have that same understanding. And so when I see that you are never alone, it is beautiful where I am and I have a new understanding. I feel as though they're trying to tell you, hey, I know I'm not here with you, and this is not your time to be with me. but understand and appreciate the beauty that is around you. Now, I said, it is not your time to be with me because, and I'm going to put it down in the description box below. Those of you that need to reach out to some sort of mental health helpline, suicide hotline, I feel as though some of you are on that brink of, why am I going through this? I don't feel that for some of you, you are threatening to commit suicide, but I feel as though some of you have given up on certain areas of your life. I send you loving signs through nature. Feathers on your path. Butterflies, hummingbirds, dragonflies. If you're seeing a specific animal, insect, whatever it may be, you may see them a little more often than normal, or than the normal person may. Know that that is your loved one, your spirit guide and guardian angel that is guiding you there. That is letting you know you are not alone. That wants you to take a moment to be grateful for everything that's around you, including nature. Everything that you already have. And I'm serious, Aquarius, if you need to reach out for some, counseling, therapy, assistance, don't be afraid to do so. There is nothing wrong with getting professional help. Please know and understand, and let's make it very clear, a tarot reading, an oracle reading is not your therapy. You need to seek professional help if you are feeling like you're on the brink. You see what I mean? It's a clear message to someone here who's at the verge of giving up. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. And you guys know what I'm going to say, those of you that are my regulars. Self-love. I preach it. And I will continue to preach it. Until you love yourself enough to bring yourself out of that edge, out of that brink, out of that giving up energy. You will end up attracting toxic people, places, situations around you until you learn how to stand up for yourself, until you learn your self-worth, your value, everything that you bring to the table. I knew this was going to be a long reading for you guys. I've been holding on to your energy all week. And I am exhausted, Aquarius. Let me pull a couple of these cards before I clarify with the other decks. 3 of Fire and 8 of Earth. So, 8 of Earth, obviously about work. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. And 3 of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So, before I was cut off, I was talking to you guys about, your company or your business idea of how things may be, working out, like the 5-year plan of a company, or maybe it's your own personal 5-year plan, and whether or not you see things aligning with what it is that you want. Maybe you're not aligning to, their beliefs or what their goals are for a 5-year plan, because it's not your goals, it's their goals, and you want to create your own abundance, your own life. And so some of you may be in this indecision of, do I walk away and start my own practice? Do I walk away and start my own business? Do I walk away and be my own boss? And so you have anxiety about going out there and starting on your own, but know that your skills and abilities, your talent, your skill is rewarded. You are putting yourself in a tough spot. Queen of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Hello. I mean, it's like finishing the sentence for me. Now, we are about to go into Sagittarius season. I believe it starts tomorrow. Or it was today. I don't remember. I believe it's tomorrow. So this could also mean making that sort of decision and narrowing down your decision and your choices in Sagittarius season, as that is the next fire sign, followed by earth sign Capricorn. So it could be the month of December where you know, November, December, where you finally make the decision to walk away and create something for yourself. Seven of Fire, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. Along with the Justice card. Now, come on, seriously, that all goes hand in hand. Fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. These are two serious cards about standing up for your beliefs, speaking your truth. Don't hold yourself back. Don't put yourself down. Don't overthink a situation. This is about growth and self-development. And if you have someone holding you back, if you have someone who's blocking you, who maybe comes across as someone who has your best interest, and you, or someone who has the best interest of the company, but you know damn well it's not true. That was the King of Swords that came out. If that is you, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or you're dealing with another air sign, if you have an air sign supervisor or boss or, you know, financial backer, business partner. So let's clarify this and move on so we can get to your love life, because hello, it's already like super long reading. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. The World card. Knight of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys are acting very hasty in terms of wanting to put something to an end, whether it's you know, quitting a job and then rushing to start your own business. I feel as though some of you want to start your own business without doing the research and just saying, fuck it, if I quit this job, I have no choice but to start a business, right? Yeah, see, look, another card of moving forward, fearlessly, quickly, like not even giving it a second thought, you know, no matter how much anxiety it gives you in terms of, you know, what the next step is, you know that that's what you need to do. You know that's what you feel that's your calling, is whatever this business venture is for you, you know, but you're feeling like, as long as I stay in this place of employment or in this partnership or relationship, I'm going to feel as though I'm not honoring myself. I'm going to feel as though there's missed opportunities. I'm not doing what I want to do, or things are not, if I don't have the support for what I truly want to do, what I truly want to be, how I truly want to, you know, spend my time, energy, you know, then what's the point? That is what makes you give up and walk away. And there is that Three of Pentacles once again. Some of you are going to go back to school. Some of you quit and say, fuck this, I'm going to open up my business. And before I do, I'm going to go back to school. You know, and it's like you're starting all over again, because you go from the Knight of Swords to the Page of Swords, right? So you're quick to say, you know, I don't want to deal with this kind of bullshit anymore. Like, there's so many, you know, deceptive energies going on in the background. One person tells me one thing, but they've got a different agenda. They really mean something else. And so maybe it's time that I learn a new skill, a new trade. I go back to school and I start something. And although you may feel like it's going to be a little hard for you to take a break from like the day-to-day monotony of work, of job, of, you know, bringing home the bacon, and you're a little scared and intimidated about the fact that you're starting over again because you're going back to school. Some of you, not all of you. Others of you are just taking a break so that you can learn something new, so that you can hurry up and get out of here. But this is all centered in that peeked out earlier too. 6 of Pentacles. This is all centered around, you know, work, finances, and it's sprinkled with home environment, but this mostly feels like this is about work. Like I said, in terms of feeling as though there's a lot of inequality, unfairness at work. And a lot of these cards speak of standing your ground and fighting for what you believe in, fighting for what's right. You also feel that you're up against a wall here because you want to defend something, a way of doing things, a specific chapter, or, you know, whatever it may be in your work environment. You feel as though someone is feeding the wrong outlet. So it's almost as though the wrong person is being recognized or rewarded instead of the people that should be recognized and rewarded for bringing this about. And so it causes anxiety because you feel like, you know, like I'm working my ass off, and for what? Nothing's being recognized, nothing's being appreciated, and you know, I'm being disrespected. So whether this is you or this is what you need to do, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Oh, I had to crack my neck. I felt that tension. There is some truth that needs to be spoken. Whether this is you or this is you speaking some truth to an air sign. They will be guarded. They will be a bit defensive. That's if you're speaking truth to them. I feel that you will be victorious. They are no match for you. If this is you speaking some truth to other people, staying calm and cool and speaking only facts and truth is what's going to get you to victory. If you respond in emotion, if you respond by telling people off and quitting and doing all this shit, it's not going to get you a victory. It's going to make you look unstable. But if you use facts and take the emotion out of what you're saying, and you literally like killing them with their own bullshit because you're calling them on their own shit, but using their shit to begin with. If that makes sense to you guys. Makes sense to me? I don't know. I'm telling you guys, this is about work. You're putting in a lot of energy and work, and at the same time you're just like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm just going to keep working and keep my nose, you know, in my work and just wait for the dust to clear. Just wait for the smoke to clear, and just, you know, eventually things will fall back into place. Is, you know, this hopeful energy. I'm telling you, that's the indecision I'm feeling, is that do I just keep doing my work and ignore all the craziness that's going on around me? Or do I try to cut away and, you know, spill some truth bombs here? Again, with the Sagittarius season, this is the Sagittarius card, Temperance card. Whether it's Sagittarius season that we're going into, where you finally need to take a break, take some time to really meditate, connect with your higher self, to try to figure out what the next best decision is, to stay the course, to not hurt yourself in the long run. Because if somebody's 5-year plan or whatever changes they're making to your company or, you know, your business is affecting you, I see a short road ahead for them and a longer one for you. So, you know, if you need to lean on, you know, your own wisdom of staying within your job, just keeping your nose clean, keeping your, you know, keeping yourself grounded. I mean, this guy is wearing red pants. Red pants. when I see those red tights, I feel like, you know, root chakra, being grounded, just being there, doing your best at work, not calling any attention to you. With the blue shirt reminds me of, you know, having a calm, cool exterior, not letting them see just how pissed off I am, or just how disappointed I am, or just how angry I am, or like sad, or, you know, I just want to break down because this is all kinds of bullshit going on. And you want to just go within and just get through this. So you may lean on the support of a Virgo or a Sagittarius, because these are two major arcanas, key players here. There's also a Cancer being, you know, shown here. I feel that this can also be a form of a team that can work together to keep things calm while the changes are going on. I feel like I said, this person has a short road ahead of them and you have a much longer one, which is why I keep hearing, stay the course, Aquarius, stay the course. It is, of course, your decision. It is up to you. Do what you like. Do as you please. Just keep in mind some of these energies that have come in. I feel as though I need to pull a couple more cards before I move on to your love life. So let me just pull these really quick, these Kipper cards. Tell me what Aquarius doesn't know about, what they are not aware of, to enlighten them. Yeah, see, and I said there's a group of people, right? The community. The community, whether it is the actual community where your business is in, or the community in terms of if you work for a big company, everybody coming together as a community to fight the fight. I feel that this is something that you will get through together as a community. This isn't something that you need to fight alone. You have backup, you have people, you have supporters, you have others that can assist you. I'm telling you, this person is not sticking around for very long. Adjudication can either be someone in the higher ups makes an executive a decision, you're out, you're leaving, I'm firing you. The reorganization of, you know, management, you know, shutting down locations and filtering people, like shuffling people around to different locations. Although you may not be happy about that, it really puts you in a much better space, a much better work environment. But I do feel that with the help of a community, there will be some sort of formal decision that will take place by the time the dust settles. Like I said earlier, that blossoming abundance card is a number 3. So I would definitely feel like it's like 3-month mark, or the month of March, which is, you know, just past 3 months, 4 months. So give or take 3-month mark, or the month of March 2020. Okay, let's move on. I knew you guys were going to be super extra. I'm telling you, I was feeling your energy all week. I feel this like monkey on my back. I feel this tightness in my left shoulder. Okay, Aquarius, let's get to your love life reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Straight up singles, wondering why you're still single. When are you going to stop being single? Whether you have someone in mind that you want to reach out to, or you're just straight up single, not dealing with anyone, not seeing anyone, not dating anyone. November 15th through the 30th. Okay. That was quick. You are calling in your soulmate and forgiving and learning. So some of you know who your soulmate is. I don't remember who else got these cards. I've done quite a few readings. So some of you know who your soulmate is. Perhaps you're not speaking to each other. Perhaps you had a painful or harsh separation. You really want to call them back into your life. You just don't know how. You're not sure if they're willing to forgive you. You're not sure if you're ready and willing to forgive them. But I feel as though some of you are feeling a very strong connection, a strong bond with someone specific. I do feel that this is someone from your past that you're feeling that. Others of you that you're saying, nope, not me, don't know, never had a soulmate, never had any type of connection like that. Or I thought this one person was at one point, but they showed their true colors and I don't believe they're my soulmate, right? Did you just hear what I just said? You thought they were your soulmate, but until they show their true colors, right? There is some forgiving and learning to do for that person, for that situation, and know and understand that the forgiveness is for you. Not because they need to hear you forgive them, but because you need to release what it is that you're harboring from that connection, from that deception, from, the falseness of what you thought was a soulmate connection and it turned out not to be the case, right? King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, whether it's you or someone else. Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Five of Wands. Yeah, see, so if this is someone from your past that you are wanting to call back into your life, you are really hoping for, forgiveness, whether you need to forgive them, they need to forgive you, vice versa, whatever it may be, there is some sort of, new beginning that you really would like to create with this person. You want to clean the slate. There is a lot of conflict here, though, and there is a big, huge need for change in terms of thinking that you can go back into this space or going back into that person's life or bringing that person back to you thinking, we can make this work. I've learned my lesson, forgiving and learning. Please forgive me. I understand now everything that went wrong in the past. I understand why you had to cut me out of your life. I understand why, you left me hanging. I understand now, whatever it might be. Remember, the energies can go vice versa. There was conflict between the two of you, or this is inner conflict, inner turmoil that you held on to this whole entire time that you've been apart. And maybe you feel like they were your empress or you were their empress, like how could they have done this to me? But I feel that so much has changed that there is a need for forgiving and learning. So it may be with Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That Queen of Pentacles is what I see as like the Virgo card. With the Empress, though, I really feel that this is, someone that you felt a very strong connection to, someone who is like your queen, right? These are two prominent women that are about, abundance and creating new life and, very spiritual in terms of sowing the seeds of growth. And so if you went through some dark times, through your growth, through your learning process, and you didn't know how to work through it, and it turned into some form of separation or fighting or whatever it may be, Queen of Wands, there is a need to clear the air, whether to reconcile or just to clear the air, to forgive and learn from the situation, and you both move on together or separately, whatever it may be and whatever you choose. So there is communication coming in here. Wow, plenty of women here. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. There is some sort of communication here. So if this didn't work out because there were too many people in the picture, whether you had a lot of options or they did, or they just had too many, you know, friends, family members, coworkers, you know, people sticking their nose into it where it didn't belong. There was too much outside influence in this connection that it created some sort of tug of war between you and this, you know, soulmate partner who you feel is your soulmate. And at some point you stopped fighting, or they stopped fighting for this connection. And so when one person lets go of the rope, ultimately the person left with the rope is the one that's left with that inner conflict. You see, because someone let go of the rope, essentially cutting all ties and saying, I'm not going to stress about this or worry about this anymore. I'm going to continue living my life and creating the life I want for myself, whether that's you, Aquarius single, or the person that you are trying to call in. But there was a lot that was hidden from this person, or they hid a lot from you. Whether it was situations with baby mama, mother figure, you know, wanting children, wanting a new beginning somewhere else, thinking that you had a new beginning somewhere else, or this was the new beginning you were trying to create and it just didn't happen because there were too many, you know, people in the picture. And you, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, it just, you were not strong enough to make the decision for yourself. And so that is also a part of your healing lesson, a part of your growth, is that these were people that at one point or another you really trusted their opinion and their guidance. And so why wouldn't you listen to them, you know? So somebody here definitely walked away, whether it was you walking away from this connection and now you're wanting to come back for forgiving and learning, because you feel that they are your soulmate, or they walked away and you're trying to call them back in hopes that they would, you know, forgive you, or vice versa. Yet you almost want to really fight to get back into their life, into their good graces. You feel that this is your soulmate. You want to make this work. You don't know what you have to do, but, you know, this is who you want to be with. And if you need to fight whomever it is, it's like fight till the death until I have this person back. Because you feel like you missed out on an opportunity here. And why? Maybe you had a mother figure, a sister, a coworker, an ex, a baby mama, you know, maybe you were already with someone jumping into another relationship really quickly. But this was a very toxic environment for you. And I feel like there was a lot of codependencies, and there was a situation that you felt tied and bound to that perhaps this soulmate person wasn't aware of, and you kept that from them. And making it official would then feel as though you needed to really reveal a lot that you had not shared with them just yet, and you just weren't ready to. So there was a lot brewing underneath the surface that you weren't aware of. You were afraid that this person may not be okay with it. But at the same time, I feel that you yourself were still trying to forgive yourself from and learn from everything before you could move on. So this essentially was your karmic lesson. This was something that you needed to break free from. And so now I feel that you're feeling, okay, I think that I can do this. I can reach out. I can call for them. I can, you know, hopefully have a conversation with them for forgiving and learning. Give me 1 second. Some of these cards flew out. Okay, so Let's see. Let me have a card for the forgiving and learning, please. Whether you were married and didn't tell them you were married, or you were thinking of marrying someone, this is a lot with engagement, marriage, mediation, divorce. I also feel that somebody here left a partnership, met someone who they felt was their soulmate, was thinking that's who I'm going to marry, and then ultimately went back to the other person. A lot of bouncing around back and forth. And so there's still that lingering situation of marriage. Others never told this new person you met that you were already married. This is definitely in regards to a marriage. Okay, so the moon card, reveal the secrets, please. Besides the marriage. There is something that needed to come to an end. Keeping the secrets, keeping certain information hidden, all of this was brewing and you couldn't handle it. It was just too much for you. Whether they were keeping secrets from you or you were keeping secrets from them, but you knew at some point that road needed to end. I also feel that there was, a death that needed to happen, or that did happen, that you weren't sharing everything about. Clarify the Devil card, please. Clarify the Devil. That was the family room that peeked out. Clarify the Devil card, please. Clarify the Devil card, please. This is about, overworking yourself in hopes of avoiding what's really going on in the home, in the relationship. Some of you maybe put yourself into some sort of debt. I feel as though you were carrying, if you were married and you didn't tell this new person that you were married, and you were still supporting the ex and you were still helping them out, and they just assumed that you were always going to do that. And so you were overworking yourself and going into debt. You realized you couldn't afford a girlfriend and an ex-wife, that type of thing. And there was still a codependency there with the ex. I don't like this shady energy around you, Aquarius, but I'm feeling hopeful that with that forgiving and learning card, although it may have taken you a long time, you now see the negativity around you. You now see who your true people are, right? Your true support system, those people that do belong in your life. Okay, so let's move on to the couples. This is insanely long reading. I knew you guys were gonna take a lot of time. You took up most of my week, Aquarius. Of course you're gonna take up a lot of my time for reading. Maybe tomorrow I'll do Leo's because I needed to do Leo as well. All right, let's go. Aquarius couple, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. What is the overall energy? Most important message that Aquarius couples need to know November 15th through the 30th. Couples, married couples, dating, exclusively dating. Maybe some of you in-betweeners that are not sure if you're dating or not. No? Okay. No. Engagement. You deserve love. Okay. Better. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And hello, you are lovable, Aquarius couples. In case you weren't feeling the love recently, in case you were feeling very, feeling left out in the cold, or feeling as though you didn't have your support system when you needed it. Maybe you felt as though your partner your family, your friends. They should be mind readers and know when you need something, when you need them, when you need, you know, to lean on them. So let's clarify Aquarius couples November 15th through the 30th. Engagement, whether it's an actual engagement or engaging a little closer together where you're spending time together, taking your relationship to another level, whether it's making it official, whether it's moving in together, whether it's having children, whether it's just running off and eloping, getting married. Either case, I feel that you deserve love. So some of you that maybe were not initially very open to taking this relationship to the next level, I feel that you finally realize that this person really does love you, even after all this heartache that you've gone through. I'm also hearing that some of you couples, or that you were seeing someone, okay, this is very specific and random, so I know it's not for everyone. You're lovable. You deserve love. You also deserve a new beginning, that you realize that the person that you were recently with ran off to be with someone else. And all of a sudden he's or she's taking that person seriously. That is why I'm saying it's not for everyone. It's a very small number of you. Left you wondering, how can that person do that? How are they with me one minute, running off, leaving me out in the cold, and already engaged or living with this person or moving in with this person, or you find out that they got somebody pregnant and, you know, essentially trying to make that a more serious relationship. Just know that you deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, see? Secrets again. Oh, yeah. 10 of Swords. I am going to sleep good tonight with you guys draining all my energy. I'm very tired, guys. Okay. 7 of Swords, the Strength card, 3 of Pentacles, third-party situations. Okay, see, that message is what's going to come to the forefront, even though I said it was for a select few. So for the others that I first started reading for with the You Deserve Love and the Engagement card, I will get to you right after, okay? So just be patient. Wheel of Fortune. You have 2 10s here. Endings and new beginnings with the Magician and the Fool card. Absolutely manifesting, you know, closing out karmic cycles and manifesting the life that you want for yourself. I am not liking this shit. The Moon card, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. That's bullshit, man. Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to stop right there. So again, those of you that out of nowhere, your partner leaves you, breaks up with you, or you do that to them because you discover that they're pregnant, they got someone pregnant, or that they're taking somebody else much more seriously, where all of a sudden it's like, I'm going back with my ex, an ex that was like from years ago or whatever. This is a third-party situation you weren't aware of. It's almost as though they had an opportunity to go be with someone else, and they did. And so it left you wondering, why would they do that? Why didn't they do that with me? Why didn't they offer me that engagement, that moving in, that like, let's start a family? How could they have done that to me? And you're questioning whether or not you deserve love. Yes, you do. You also deserve love, abundance, happiness, joy, and positive and loving engagement from someone who's willing to give you that. So don't sit there questioning, crying, and wondering when this person who left you is going to come back to give it to you, because they should have given it to you from the beginning. So it's time for you to take a break and really reevaluate what it is that you want or need, and whether or not this person is capable of giving that to you. And have you been holding out for the wrong person and blocking the right person from coming in? So I feel that for some of you, this is a lesson, a karmic lesson that you need to learn from. And how do you go on from here? And some of you will move very hastily in anger and resentment, and you might come and go in and out of this person's life, and angry and fighting and harsh words and resentments, and the whole again, I'm hearing thoughts or feelings of harming oneself, whether that's you or somebody you were dealing with. For some of you, they saw you as a meal ticket. They saw you as the man who can provide everything. A home, a car, financial stability. Man or woman, but I just said man because it's King of Pentacles. Maybe you were putting a lot of work into something and overcompensating to keep them around, and they weren't giving you the same. Meanwhile, they had their own agenda, their own dirty little secrets that you weren't aware of. Backstab and betrayal. Deception. They played you. Very effortlessly, by the way. You didn't want to believe that they could do that to you. You are a whole lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. While some of you may have been having these types of relationship troubles before, and you thought the worst was behind you, and you were doing your best to work through this scenario, work through this relationship, and shifting out of that energy and ending that type of cycle, trying to create something new between the two of you, you were left with this Three of Swords energy, heartache and disappointment. And if it wasn't you being left this way, it was you leaving that person this way, where you let them in on a dirty little secret. I was seeing someone else for some time, and that's who I really want to be with. I was thinking of being with someone else, or, I don't see a future with you. I see a future with someone else, and, I want them in my life. I want them back, whatever it may be. There's a lot of heartache here, a lot of disillusionment and disappointment and deception, and just very, very heavy energies that, and scenarios that keep replaying in one's head, whether yours or theirs. It's just not pretty energy, Aquarius couples. I'm really sorry. And if you're not going through this and you're not resonating with it, I'm so happy. I am so happy if this doesn't resonate with you, Aquarius couples. So let me clarify this for some of you, because I feel as though some of you were presented with an opportunity to make this relationship or partnership something a little more serious, and you felt like maybe you weren't deserving of somebody as loving and caring. And then there are those that I'm reading for that I'm telling you there was a secret relationship in the background. Okay, so let's clarify. The Moon, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Right in the middle, Aquarius, so not cool. Like, that is some really harsh energies. And we are in the middle of November, so this is something that's coming out. Somebody is discovering all of this. So let's see. The Moon, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Maybe somebody confesses on their deathbed. Maybe somebody's bad health gets them in a bad shape, in a bad way, and they realize everything that they've done wrong, and they, you know, they feel they need to come clean about certain things. And the Poverty card keeps popping out again. Again, I go back to the, if you were trying to maintain 2 relationships, 2 partnerships, in terms of still keeping the ex around and that ex still being dependent on you, you know, child support or alimony, and, you know, you couldn't afford to get a new girlfriend or new boyfriend because you're still paying the ex, you're still paying for all this other stuff, that's still coming up. And it causes, you know, this sense of poverty and despair and stress, and it's all surrounding a family. Yeah, you just have this like group of people, maybe in your family home, that are just stressing you out and feel like you can't afford to live like this anymore. What is this karmic cycle about that's ending? So every time you try to start something new, something bad may happen, or something stops you, and that's the karmic cycle. You keep restarting the karmic cycle. I also feel that some of you that do want children that can't have children or haven't been able to have children, or maybe this is in regards to a child, something's about to come to an end. Like I said earlier, you discover that your partner suddenly leaves because they got somebody pregnant, or because you find out they are pregnant by someone else. So there is a child that comes in that changes this whole cycle. Okay, guys, this is some crazy energies, crazy reading, and I'm sure that this reading is already over an hour long. I will try and timestamp below. Aquarius, I am sending you so much love and healing because you absolutely need it. Get some fresh air, go for a walk, get grounded, do some meditation, go for a hike, go to the beach and swim, even if it's freaking cold and rainy like it is out here in LA. But love yourself, take care of yourself, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember that your 2020 yearly forecast prediction for next year and your December readings will be coming out within the next couple weeks. I am also working on opening up my calendar to start taking personal readings again. Okay, you guys? So I appreciate you so much, and I am thankful for all my Aquarius signs and cross watchers. Have a wonderful rest of the month. Love you guys so much. Take care. Bye.